is there a specific medical situation or diagnosis that really hit home for you, something that was personal to you?
Well, I actually received the privilege as a director of the show of being able to bring up cyclic vomiting syndrome and mitochondrial disease, because these are two things that my oldest daughter suffers from. And so in the course of playing Dr. Bailey and starting to direct, she was diagnosed, and so I was kind of going back and forth from the hospital and working and being at the hospital. So I was able to pitch a story to our producers about it, and we wrote it into the show. So I was very honored just to be able to kind of say that name in a public setting, you know, on a television show, and do a public service announcement in order to bring that awareness to cyclic vomiting syndrome, because it's one of those illnesses that goes a lot of times without a name. Sufferers will go through all of the symptoms and all the motions for years without ever having a proper diagnosis, and it gave us the opportunity to let them see somebody going through what they were going through, and then had a reference point, you know, to take to their own physician. So I was very grateful for that.
It was last year we did a standalone episode that just involved myself, Ellen, Kevin McKidd, Kelly McCurry, and we used the element of flashback, and one of those flashbacks dealt with my character and his relationship with his mother and his two siblings, and I've talked to the writers and Chandra and them about this afterwards, and they had no idea. But in my flashback, my character Richard's mother eventually succumbs to cancer, and she is a single mother of three. My character, a brother and a sister, and they had no way of knowing. But I lost my mother at the same age as Richard's character was, from cancer, with us two siblings, a younger brother and a younger sister. And it was very cathartic for me, and once again, it just was coincidence, but it resonated really, really deeply with me.